Hey there everyone, and I thank you guys so much for tuning into yet another orchid adventure. Okay, so the orchid of discussion today is going to be all about the Encyclia Cordigera. This orchid can be found naturally growing in South Mexico to South America. The growth structure of a Cordigera encyclia orchid grows in a cluster of round pseudobulbs, very shiny, very glossy, and almost mimics an egg. And the foliage is much like the Cattleya orchid in the fact that it is very firm and definitely has the shape of a Cattleya leaf. You will find the spike of this orchid growing from between the leaves on matured pseudobulbs, and in between the leaves growing upward and giving way to a cluster of beautiful fragrant blossoms. This orchid is considered an epiphyte in which it grows on other host plants and trees. It is suggested to grow this orchid in bark and perlite mixture. You can water this orchid 2 to 3 times a week, just depending on your weather conditions. Always remembering that this orchid should be allowed to dry in between before you water again. The way that you would propagate this orchid is through division. But of course you have to make sure that you have at least 3 healthy pseudobulbs to divide. Also, you will be able to find on the underside of the newest pseudobulb a new growth. This new growth will become a pseudobulb and hopefully soon can produce another flower spike. Lighting conditions for this orchid is much like the Cattleya orchid, in which it can receive high light. But always remember, this is still an orchid, and orchids should not receive direct sunlight. The Encyclia Cordigera, indeed such a sight to behold, and what I considered to be so tropically delicious, and indeed intoxicates your senses. I am like so in love with these orchids. Oh my gosh, it's like totally ridiculous, guys. I mean, wow, these blossoms are just so waxy. I love to touch them. They're so fun to touch. I can't keep my hands off of them. Oh my gosh, I am so in love, folks. So in love. You guys don't even know. I want to marry these orchids. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe not. I don't want to marry these orchids, but I do love them. I love them. Oh my gosh, I adore them. They're so precious. And guys, I'm telling you, the fragrance of these orchids are amazing. Now, I am so confused because I don't know whether or not they smell like chocolate or rose. It's kind of like a combination of the two, if you can imagine that. So, very sweet, yet floral. And I really can't tell you which one it smells more of. Okay, wait a minute. I think it smells more like the rose, actually. Because at first I thought it was the rose. But then as I kept smelling it, I was like, wow, it's kind of like chocolate. Oh my gosh, guys. The scent is absolutely fabulous on this orchid. I'm telling you, I cannot get enough of it. This has become my favorite orchid, guys. Because as you guys know, they also have scrumptious pseudobulbs. Okay? And you guys know, I am such a touchy-feely gal. I find myself just caressing these bulbs. I mean, I can't get enough of these bulbs either. They're so shiny and glossy and smooth and very, very fun to touch. So again, guys, oh man, I mean, this is such a fun orchid. So sophisticated, so glamorous. Glamorous. I mean, she is like totally divified, and she's not even trying. Folks, I'm telling you, if you guys get a chance to get one of these, please get it. You will not be disappointed. Okay, just had to add that in because I can't get enough of these glamorous gals. Okay, that's it, folks.